Hello,
I
everybody.
am,
My name is Wes. I'm here with my good friend Demo,
yeah, no,
and we're taking a look at a video by Chat History called Something Bad About Every Country. I thought it'd be really interesting for us to
interesting.
look at because so many people, you'll see videos online talking about how they hate the US bad, such a bad country, I hate this place, it's so garbage, and they don't look at the bigger picture at all.
Isn't there like 40 something countries?
Oh,
I
there's more than
think.
that. There's more than 40 countries. There's gotta be. And that's if I'm pulling a smooth on that one. But
'Cause I remember. Yeah.
either way, let's get on to the video. Drop a follow down below. We got this YouTube channel, and I live stream. Links below. Thank you. Video time. Video time. Something bad about every country.
I'm taking a shot.
Collapsing since 2019 thanks to a corrupt government and the evaporation of
Fun.
tourism because of the big
I'll
sea.
take a
They owe
shot
about
too. There we
$51
go.
billion to the world and only have about 25 million in the bank. Uganda has a terrible
Damn.
water supply thanks to being landlocked and a weirdly booming population. I bet the government will probably help out, but they're probably just waiting for the next Mr. Beast video to drop. Besides being an
Dang.
Mozambique
Damn,
has one of the highest birth rates, but also one of the lowest life expectancies at birth. Good luck.
Ooh.
If you have
Damn.
such bad
Ooh.
judgment that you find yourself in Honduras, try not to get sick, as they only have one doctor per 3,000 people. Take the
Oh
economic
my
Wow.
God.
and Left for Dead. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press are still restricted in the UAE. Hold anti-government protests like we do in the US, and you'll get stoned. Not the good kind.
Oh.
Iceland has committed some
Wow.
of the worst political atrocities in history, from purchasing green beans to shooting protected ducks, and even making rude comments. Over 90% of the
Yeah.
is covered in
Rude
rainforest.
comments. Prison.
10% is covered in AIDS and malaria. When 18th century
Oh.
Serbian
Yay.
villagers experienced anything inexplicably spooky, they blamed the recently deceased, dug them up, and killed them all over again.
What
They
the
would call these
fuck?
bodies
What?
vampires.
Excuse
The entire
me?
country of Lesotho is more than 3,200 feet above sea level, which is pretty high, but not as high as having the world's highest self-deathing rate. Paraguay once lost a war against
Whoa.
Brazil,
Did I saw
Argentina, and Uruguay in the late
87.5?
1800s.
Oh
They
my
then doubled down and
lord.
kept fighting, only to lose over 2/3 of its population in the end. For over 500 years, the tiny island nation of Mauritius traded hands between the Dutch, French, and British, and they all dealt in heavy slave trade. Eswatini is the last
Oh.
absolute monarchy in Africa. Too bad it's still a dirt poor third world country. For over a decade, Haiti accounted for over 30% of the Atlantic slave trade, importing 40,000 slaves at a time, but then they
Damn.
revolted and won independence. Israel is a huge fan of huge
Okay.
walls, and not a huge fan of neighbors, but not calling out
Yeah.
any in particular. Djibouti
As
is
we
one of the
know of
funniest named
in
countries in
recent
the world.
days.
It's also
Yeah.
one of the largest destinations for human trafficking. A little less funny now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
the Netherlands looks like this,
Yeah.
but it actually looks more like this. Montenegro.
Yeah,
it's
Black
fine.
Mountain.
I can
It's in
deal with
fact
that.
Not a reference to your friend Monte. Translating to the savior, it's exactly what El Salvador needs, since it has been ranked as having the
Yeah.
highest murder rate in the world. 68%
El
of the
Savior,
population
we
lives
need.
below the poverty line of $1.25 a day. Minimalist YouTubers should take notice. Liechtenstein was the last European country to allow women to vote in 1984.
Wow,
That's
that's
wild.
System. So if you're trying to
Ooh.
go anywhere, an address will probably look like third house down from the second left turn after the Taco Bell. Good luck, Amazon drivers.
What?
Sweden was a mighty empire
Nah.
in the
What the
1900s, but then
fuck?
they tried invading Poland. That no one has ever successfully invaded Poland. Sweden was no longer a mighty empire after that little stunt. Belize has a Bigfoot equivalent called El Sisamito, which runs around killing hunters and ripping off their thumbs.
just their
The country of
thumbs?
Chad has
What
a
the
mad
fuck?
sharp jawline. It also
Hey,
has one of
yo.
the highest mother mortality rates in the world.
Ew.
Malawi's president once
That's
sold
10%,
a
yikes.
35 Mercedes-Benz to raise money for the country's economy. Too bad it has a
Excuse me,
Oh.
35 Mercedes Benz. It's a
That's
political leader,
weird.
yes. But what's wrong with you? I get you have money. Well, you have money because you're not spending it on your country.
Yeah.
Have 4 of them and call it good. But 35? Huh?
Well, once one hits 10,000 miles, then you go to the next one.
Oh, 10,000 miles is the cutoff?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I see. Okay. You know, You know where I'm leading to this. 10,000 miles driving that lady around. That's probably more like 50 for the suspension and drivetrain. But moving on.
Poorest economy in the world. Burkina Faso is an African country with the capital of Ouagadougou, which just sounds like it was founded by Adam Sandler. In ancient Italy, the Roman Empire was at its peak in the year 117 AD, or CE. Or whatever. It then did a 360 and fell over in the year 476. The last traces of the Roman Empire can be found across many middle-income shopping.
Oh my gosh.
Even though it's regarded as the Garden of Eden, it's plagued with terrible plastics pollution. Their saving grace is that their iconic sea coconuts are making me act up something awful.
Damn.
In 2011,
I'd be clapping them cheeks.
Most people gathered dressed as storybook characters at 453, but then was obliterated by Singapore with 1,560 in 2014. Clearly, neither country has ever heard of or smelled a Comic-Con. Mali was home to the world's richest king, Mansa Musa. Now, it's home to the world's largest mud building. Colombia.
Mud building? What a downgrade.
But they also dunk cheese in said coffee and sell you donkey porn on the side of the road. Take your pick.
Did I hear donkey porn?
In general, but especially in Eritrea,
maybe.
where it was ranked last in press freedom in the entire world. Tuvalu is a tiny group of islands northeast of Australia.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Miles. Almost no one goes there, so who cares?
Oh yeah, fun fact. The .tv domain, Tuvalu. That's where Twitch.tv, the domain comes from.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Tuvalu. Fun fact.
Liberia had a crazy civil war
Such
from
a
1989
weird,
to 2003.
out-of-pocket
Over a quarter
place.
of a million lives were lost, with most of the
It's
killing
cool, though.
performed by child soldiers. Imagine getting 360 no-scopes by a 4-year-old, but IRL. Funerals in the Dominican Republic lasted a total of 9 days. 3 days of grief, 3 days of silence and reflection.
Okay.
3 days of...
Just because militaries have done really screwed up human experimentation in the past, here's this seed of terribleness for you, since they already have child shoulders. We already know how kids get when they're hopped up on sugar.
You know?
Cocktail of sugar, cocaine, and other performance-enhancing drugs. Train them to be a soldier. How?
They wouldn't be able to
Cracked out.
focus.
I'm just saying theoretically, because like a lot of the governments in the past and current have used illegal drugs and drugs to enhance their soldiers' performance. How cracked out would one of them be, realistically? Fucked up idea. I totally get that, guys.
I don't want to say what's crawling inside my brain folds.
You know what? That's fair enough. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Just huck them in the ground and move on already. It is considered very rude to refuse food or drink in Ukraine. Be sure to take seconds or thirds of all the food that the U.S. is paying for. In 1847, a quarter of Ireland
Dang.
was a Guinness-soaked bucket due to the infamous Irish potato famine. Potatoes rotted, and the British government was neglectful as usual. A million people died. You know how it is. Denmark is home to some great social welfare programs and a strong education system. Too bad you gotta pay over 50% in taxes for it. The early 1600s was the darkest time in Russia's history, where a famine killed off a third of its population and then a war killed off another half of that. Good thing Russia's peaceful nowadays, at least. Bhutan used to be in complete isolation until the 1970s.
It's an outdated video.
Foreigners from entering it. Not that you could really get in anyway, considering it's just friggin' steep-ass mountains everywhere. I won't go into detail about Greece. Pause the video here and
we
look
fry
this up.
fries in it.
Just don't use a work computer.
Oh.
Bangladesh's capital city of Dhaka is ranked one of the worst cities to live in because of insufferable traffic, pollution, and density. Just like
I
any
can only
other city,
imagine.
yes. Guatemala was home
I don't
to
want
the
to
longest
imagine.
Latin American civil war in history, lasting 36 years and resulting in 200,000 people getting
That
Guatemala.
recently
Tragically,
ended.
there are no guinea pigs in Guinea. It actually really pisses me off.
Dang.
North Macedonia used to just be Macedonia, but Greece bullied them into changing the name because a part of Greece is also called Macedonia.
Oh, come on.
Tunisia has some
What
of the
the
world's
fuck?
most beautiful golden beaches. It also has some of the highest domestic abuse rates. When Fidel Castro took control of Cuba, he destroyed and banned all games of Monopoly. Reports of family
Oh, come
arguments
on.
overnight.
What?
Zimbabwe's economy
I mean,
What?
I guess if you mastered Monopoly, you'd be better than he was.
100
I mean, there's that too. I guess Monopoly is an American game, communist versus... Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's an American game. Evil, destroy. I could see it.
trillion bill. In reality, it was only worth about 40 cents. Give it up for inflation. Austria's main exports
Yeah.
are automobiles, paper products, and genocidal dictators. So when
That's
Christopher Columbus
wild.
discovered America in 1492, he
Yeah, I
really
know.
landed in the Bahamas. He also enslaved almost all of the locals over the next 30 years. Costa Rica is
Yeah,
home
he
to
wasn't a good
mythical
guy.
zebra
Yeah.
monkey called Lamona, which screams at you from the treetops. Before he was president, JFK was marooned on one of the
If I
992
wasn't somewhat
Solomon Islands.
tipsy,
He was later
that I
rescued
would
by
have jumped
locals
to
only be
that.
murdered by his own cousin.
Yeah.
The island was later named Kennedy Island. China is
We can't say anything.
St.
Mr.
Vincent and the
Winnie
Grenadines
Pooh
sounds
later.
like the name of a shitty band. In reality, it's just a group of shitty Caribbean islands. I guarantee no one from Burundi will see this video because only 3% of its population has internet access. It's ranked
Oh,
as the worst country in the
dang.
world. Comment below if you're from Burundi. Turkmenistan is home to the Gates of Hell, a natural gas plant that has been burning since the 1980s. Probably why it's one of the least visited countries in the world. Cameroon is home to over 2,000 different ethnic groups and almost zero rights for women. The buttholes in Nepal decided to be the only country in the world to not have a rectangular flag, but I guess that makes sense for a country that still uses the caste system. The country of Panama
Yeah.
prioritizes use of freshwater
The caste
reserves for the needs
systems
of the Panama
should just be
Canal rather than
abolished.
the needs of farmers. You can't eat boats, fellas. Or can you?
Metal.
Portugal, Diogo Alves killed a total of 76 people by pushing them off of a 200-foot ledge over the Aguas Libres
Okay.
aqueduct. He was caught and sentenced to death by hanging.
Crazy.
Cote d'Ivoire, also called the Ivory Coast, is the world's largest producer of cocoa beans
Cool.
through child slave labor.
Oh, not cool, not cool, not cool, not cool.
Tears and
Oh.
yeah, Borat's homeland of Kazakhstan
Like,
is a
yay,
real country. Here
ooh.
you can play the ancient game of Kokpar, where two men fight over a headless goat corpse on horseback. Real fun
What?
stuff. Being in
Excuse me?
It feels like rugby on horseback, but with not a ball, the headless goat. Or the goat's head. Whichever one he said. Either one sounds real bad.
At first, when I heard the sport cockpar, I thought something else. We have cock from you know what, and then par from golfing.
Three-time cock.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
The Maldives will be one of the first to get wiped out when sea levels eventually rise. But look at the turtles! Dominica's economy heavily relies on agriculture. This wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for all the hurricanes that just outright obliterate crops annually. One of the most popular and rapidly growing internet communication platforms was founded in Estonia. That's right, Skype.
Skype.
Everyone uses Skype. In 1991, Mount
Yeah, not
Pinatubo
anymore, it's
erupted in the
dead.
Philippines, sending 10 billion metric tons of magma into the air and shifting global temperatures by 1 degree. But I have
Yeah,
to use baby straw,
that's
right? St. Kitts
wild.
and Nevis was almost always home to tobacco and sugar plantation slaves until it was abolished in 1834. Oh yeah, and Alexander Hamilton was born here. In Oman, you're not allowed to spend more than 10% of your monthly earnings on alcohol. So when you try and fail, you'll be standing there like, oh man. Some Malayan citizens visit graveyards at night, providing offerings to the dead in hopes of receiving winning lottery numbers. Syria is
Interesting.
home to some of humanity's
That's
oldest structures in the
wild.
world. Some of these remains and ruins have survived over 7,000 years, only to get blown up by extremist groups. World famous
Yeah.
award-winning singer Angelique Kidjo was born in Benin. Oh, you never heard of her? Yeah, me neither. St. Lucia
Right?
apparently has a pretty bad police brutality problem, so best avoid going there if you want to commit crimes. You probably just get what you deserve. Nauru is another one of the tiny island nations like Tuvalu. Though it's so tiny, it is the fattest nation in the world with 88.5% of its
Wait, I'm
population.
sorry? The US isn't the fattest? I thought the US was.
Yeah, I guess by population is what they's going by.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
If they have a very low population that's majority fat, then
That yeah.
I guess it would kind of pun intended, outweigh the US.
Well, it's time to stop waiting on this video.
Nation classified as obese. They've also never won an Olympic gold medal. I wonder why.
Aw,
Turkey has some strange
damn.
customs with babies, from covering newborns in salt in order to give them resistance
What the
bonuses
fuck?
to placing a turtle under their pillows at night for protection. Muslims in Brunei are forbidden from marrying outside of their own religion. It's a crime punishable by death. I do, more like I die. Anyway, it's a holiday in Cambodia. It's tough, kid, but it's life. It's a holiday in Cambodia. Don't forget to pack a wife. Madagascar supplies 80% of the world's vanilla. Unfortunately, there are no talking animals like certain movies would have you believe. If you're a bad boy or girl, you can still be legally executed by firing squad in Indonesia. So think twice before you commit murder.
My game
Wow.
I'm still here.
Country. Palestine is the main reason why Israel is such a huge fan of walls. Also, people have been telling me about a free Palestine, but for the life of me, I can't find where to claim it. Micronesia is a slightly smaller niche than Indonesia. It's not uncommon for school children to be kidnapped in Nigeria. Since 2020, over 1,000 students have been abducted and held for ransom.
What the
At least
fuck?
it's a good excuse for not doing
Holy
homework.
crap.
Yemen is home to the Well of Hell.
Yemen,
A sinkhole that
Yemen.
local legends claim is home to a head-stealing djinn. Turns out it's just home to snakes, crocodiles, but no Robin Williams genie. On average, each Luxembourg citizen over 15 years old smokes over 6,300 cigarettes a year, and they're only the world's second heaviest smokers.
What? Holy crap. I don't even want to do the math on, you know what, guys, actually, let's do the math. Let's do the math, chat. Let's do the math. We come all the way over here.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let's go 6,300 once I can find my keyboard.
Yay, look at all them special tabs.
I'm freaking special as I can be. Let's go 6,300 divide by 365. 17.2 cigarettes a day?
Hey, they must be stressed out.
That's almost one every hour.
Right behind Andorra, North
yo.
Korea is best.
Yo, they're stressed out. They're not
South
getting enough
Africa's
booty,
home to a bunch of
okay?
moms 'cause it currently has the highest unemployment rate in the world at 29.8%. For comparison, the U.S. rate is 3.7% as of this video.
That's
Mexico,
crazy.
America's
Wow.
pants. Stay in the tourist areas, or the next time your family sees you will be in a live leak video. In 2018, Venezuela experienced a 65,000% inflation rate. $1 US is about 3.6 million Venezuelan bolívares.
Wow.
Bahrain is home to the world's largest underwater theme park. The downside? Not a single water slide. Just a big dumb thing to explore. You can't fly down there. Senegal was once the largest slave trading center on the African coast from the 15th to 19th centuries, and as such is one of the biggest cases of friendly fire in history. Jamaica is a very superstitious country. There's all kinds of local legends ranging from ghosts that steal your voice to an enraged flaming bull that chases you for being out late at night. Germany.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, Germany. Just,
yeah, we know.
Just
we know.
Germany says nothing. That's so bad.
America in terms of violent crimes. But that also means that it's the most expensive to live in. Safety comes with a price. Bolivia was home to the greatest lake in the world, Lake Pupo. Tragically, it has fallen victim to climate change and completely dried up. Is driving your gas-guzzling car worth the loss of Lake Pupo?
I need Lake Pupo back.
Justice for Lake Pupo.
Poorest country. With an average GDP per capita of only $4,551, it's no wonder why all of their smart, hardworking youngings are fleeing the country for better opportunities. If you plan on proposing to a loved one, try not to purchase a blood diamond from Sierra Leone. It could end up costing someone an arm and a leg.
Oh,
the previous
God.
leader of Suriname,
Wow.
Desmond Tutu, was the military
Quite
commander during
literally.
a coup
Yeah.
in the 1980s. He was arrested for drug trafficking, served 11 years, and was then elected president for 10 years before being subsequently arrested again for murdering 15 political opponents.
Wow.
Alright, guys, we're about halfway through. I hope you're remembering to stay hydrated. If not, here's your water break.
Oh, I'm definitely
You know what?
drinking a liquid.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Cheers. Doesn't matter. Drinking alcohol, juice, water. Cheers, everybody. Hydration time.
It has some form of water.
Okay, hydration break over.
Water.
Hydration. Alright, right, that's enough.
I'm all
Lebanon has a
hydrated now.
crazy
Thank
climate
you.
crisis that makes even Los Angeles look sterile by comparison.
Oh,
Environmentalists have
oh.
cleanups, but the crisis remains, well, a crisis. For example, this
Oh,
image alone, you
gosh.
can see all of my online gaming teammates. Despite being desert, Cape Verde is one of the driest countries in Africa. In the 20th century, severe droughts and famine caused the death of 200,000 people. Ah, Rwanda.
Damn,
in your
bro.
20s, you probably remember learning about the Rwandan
Rwanda.
I've met so many. Okay, I say so many in my lifetime. I've met 4 women named Rwanda.
I've never met one. I've never met one.
At school. In 1994, nearly 1 million people were slaughtered during the Rwandan Civil War.
Wow.
The only reason you know the
bro.
capital of Thailand is because your friend punched you in the balls shortly after telling you. Somalians are huge fans of pasta, thanks to years of...
Huh? I don't...
I want to say I know on the top of my fucking tongue, but I can't remember.
We'll move on.
By Italy.
I'm confused.
Is home to over 2,400 species of spider.
No,
I'm good.
Definitely a middle school thing.
Ecuador had their first female president, Rosalia Arteaga. Before being forced to resign, she served her country for 2 whole days. Singapore has some crazy laws. There's a few of them.
Not to do in Singapore.
Smoke, steal Wi-Fi, sing in public, feed
Quite
pigeons, not flush the toilet,
literally
urinate in public,
anything.
drink alcohol after 10 p.m. or
I know
be
one
gay.
friend in Singapore. He literally says, "Do nothing, play games. You'll be fine."
Yeah. Wait, I'm guessing the chewing gum is in public. I would assume.
Maybe.
Walk around your house naked? I kind of want to go there just because, and chew gum, walk around my house naked, and then steal somebody's Wi-Fi all at once.
A lot of it is just like jail or prison time. And there are some instances where violating a specific law is death.
In Singapore? I thought they were like...
Yes. Smoking weed, I'm pretty sure is death. Or any drug, whether it be legal or illegal, is like death.
Wow. Let alone being gay is like, on the same list
I'm pretty sure
as death.
I'm pretty sure that smoking weed is death. If not, it's like 10 years of prison time.
Wow.
It's also illegal to unalive yourself, though I'm not sure how they'd arrest you for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attempted suicide.
Yeah, everybody, ending your life in Minecraft is illegal, punishable by death.
Yeah.
People that fail to do it, and we catch them.
Attempted to off yourself, punishable by death.
Yeah, exactly. If you attempted to do it and fail, it's punishable by death. So, don't do it. You'll be punished justly.
We'll succeed.
Yeah, we'll help you succeed.
Instead of torturing your child with a dumb name, you can instead grant your child a meaningful name such as Zev or Nullifer or Nurbanu or even Tablachka. Over the past 20 years, and Tobago have seen an exponential
Yeah, that's my next dog's name, Tablachka.
I'll hold you to that.
In 1983, Sudan enforced Sharia law, subsequently banning all alcohol. The entire country's alcohol stock was dumped.
Can I make a comment on how bad Sharia law is, everybody? If true, everybody, one, women's clits get cut off early on in childhood. Let alone, they're not allowed to divorce their husbands. Marriage of 9-year-olds is okay. Yeah.
And the wife would not be the only wife.
Right, that too. That doesn't even scratch the surface on how bad Sharia law is. I'll have a video on that in the next week or so. Yeah, I don't like Sharia law.
It's not good.
It's the PDF file law rule book, I would say.
Into the Nile River, so at least the crocodiles got lit. The national dish of Peru is called koi. It's just a whole roasted guinea pig. Saudi Arabia is one of the world's top...
Is there even that much meat on a guinea pig, thank you? Is it even worth it?
I mean, I guess it would be a small meal.
Okay.
Because there was like it was guinea pig with a bowl of other shit, so I'm guessing it wouldn't be enough by itself.
Okay.
Executioners, performing 196 public executions in 2022.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Iran's
In
576 and
2022?
China's
Damn,
Five-
bro.
I'm sorry, 577 wasn't at the top. I know I paused just before China. 577 wasn't at the top. What number do you think China's gonna be?
Oh, there's way too many. Way too many.
I'm gonna call 856. Give a number.
Over 1,000.
Okay.
unknown thousands.
Oh,
Azerbaijan
well,
is the
okay.
Thousands.
of fire
I'll take a
because
shot
of
for that.
Spontaneously combusting mountainside.
I mean, I
natural
was
gas
semi
leaks.
okay. I was
Marshall
semi
Islands
right.
got completely dunked on when serving as a nuclear bomb test site in the 40s and 50s. The islands are riddled with bomb blast buttholes. The Central
Bomb
African
blast.
Republic has been a complete
That's
show
so
since
sad.
gaining independence in 1960. Constant coups and internal
Justice
conflict
for
and the
small
like make this
islands.
country and
Right.
Antigua and Barbuda are two more dumbass islands among other dumbass islands in the dumb shit Caribbean, meaning it probably had slaves and was visited by pirates at some point. The Democratic
Okay.
Republic of the
probably.
Congo, like most African countries, doesn't have a pretty past. The entire population was violently enslaved under the Belgian crown to farm and harvest rubber from trees. Africa really got the short end of the stick in history.
Dang.
There's a lot of things you're not allowed to bring into Uzbekistan. This includes, but is definitely not limited to,
Things you cannot bring to. He just gave up on saying any of it.
Okay, we have publications, manuscripts, illustrations, photos,
illustrations.
sound materials, computer data.
So, all right, here, hold on. Let me like summarize this. Anything. Let's say, hold on. Anything after, let's say, 1870, you cannot bring into that country. Literally illustrations, pictures,
Yeah.
photos,
Right.
anything sound.
I get some of this, like, okay, hey, wild plants. Sure. Oil products.
But I'm saying coffee,
Coffee.
literally any. Let's say like birds travel there on their own, though.
Right? I could get like exotic birds that don't belong there for sure.
Subscribe.
I saw that too. Raw stock.
Literally, the bottom says anything.
Anything, yeah. But what is? Oh, prawns.
Hold on,
I know
hold
what
on,
prawns
hold on.
is supposed to be.
So, it says military equipment. All right, so that means that also excludes everything before the invention of gunpowder.
You know what I'll do to break the law stealthily? What I will do, it's still military hardware, you know, like the rucksacks, the like the dishes they have to like cook stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Would
will
be
bring
illegal.
exactly one of those, not declare it, just be like, oh, that's just a pot. But it's military hardware. Haha, I broke your law. Fuck you, country.
Makes me wonder how
Monaco
they would
is the
know.
wealthiest country in the world, with over 30% of its population being millionaires. Sounds impressive until you realize that the entire country can fit in Central Park in New York with a
You
population
see the little
Oh,
of
Master
3,000.
Chief
that's
out there at the
nothing.
There are at least
bottom.
1.5 million cats that live in Cyprus, which means
Wow.
they way outnumber the amount of people. This is actually not a negative fact, unless you're allergic to cats. You're completely SOL if you have
Oh.
a toothache in Morocco. There's only one dentist for every 800,000 residents. Sounds like it's time to break out the pliers and do it yourself. Besides being
Whoa.
the best country in the world, the United
Attach it
States
to
is
the
also
door.
the greatest country in the world.
Yikes.
Togo is an African country.
Okay.
Give me a wild guess what thing might have happened there. If you're a masochist, you can voluntarily spend the night
Let's
in the Karasta
to
prison
go.
hotel in Latvia, where you can be interrogated, punished, and harassed as you sleep in a cold cell. Niger was
Wow.
the country you were
Wow.
terrified to pronounce at school, while some other
Yeah.
kids were oddly
It's
excited to.
Niger.
Right.
Angola, African country. Slaves. Guyana
Okay.
is home to Jonestown, a lovely little town which had a sudden population decrease from 918 to 0.
A
in
lot
matter
of Europe
few
just
hours. They drank the
slaved.
Flavor Aid and committed self-die in the name of Christian socialism. Vanuatu is a group of South Pacific.
Oh, is that the one of the cults that did that? Was that like an entire cult?
I don't know.
Islands.
I
Huge
think.
fans of cannibalism, with the last known case occurring in 1969. According
Wow.
to Vanuatu cooking practices,
Damn.
humans take 3 to 5 hours to cook.
Where's some
Guinea pigs in
pants,
Guinea-Bissau.
bro?
Just citizens living off of
I
less than
heard that
$2 a day.
right. We just got 3 to 5 hours to cook at what temperature to cook a human?
Wait, I didn't hear what he said.
The last one here. Let's go back.
Citizens living off of less than $2
We keep going
a day.
back.
Slovakia is home to the world's
Keep going
tallest
back.
caves. Huge fans of cannibalism, with the last known case occurring in 1969. According to Vanuatu cooking practices, humans take 3 to 5 hours to cook. Still no guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Oh. We don't know
Yeah.
the temperature, but 3 to 5 hours to cook that. That makes sense. There's a good amount of a 150 to 200 pound human being.
Right, but still, just I won't comment on that further.
Just citizens living off of less than $2 a day.
Yeah, keep the juices,
Slovakia is home
the
to
meat
world's
juicy.
tallest
Oh my
cave mountain, which
gosh.
spans 112 feet high. How boring of a country do you have to be where this is a notable fact? If you want to learn about Samoa, you first have to consider the coconut and consider its tree. Also take into consideration Samoa's high obesity and heart disease rate.
Oh, yeah.
In New Zealand, sheep outnumber people 7 to 1. Be cautious. You never know when you're being watched by a sheep. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a single country but sucks as much as 2. It's got some of the worst air pollution in Europe, high unemployment, and over
Ooh.
200,000 active landmines in walkable areas. The only thing brewing in Europe are
Okay,
rice.
that's
We all know South Korea
crazy.
is the better Korea. I could watch this
Right.
Korea streak of videos all the
Imagine
time.
your
Anyways,
life
with
is
that,
just
in
Minesweep.
general, they're pretty racist towards
I'd
outsiders.
die a lot.
Because of this, South Korea is one of the least
Yeah.
diverse countries in the world. There's a town in Mongolia named after you. Sadly, it's pronounced
Moron.
Libya used
I'm
to
not
have the
even
world's most
mad.
boring flag. Then, after overthrowing its dictator, they added some
I
pizzazz
am a
with the
moron
singer
at
from Link's
times.
Mirror Shield for some reason. Must be huge Ocarina of Time fans. Barbados. Caribbean island, let's see. Pirates and slaves. Oh yes, but white slaves
Yeah.
too. Enemies of the British Crown were sometimes sent to Barbados to live as indentured servants. The Czech
Most
Republic
wow.
and
Irish,
Slovakia
yeah.
used to be Czechoslovakia, but got divorced in 1993 to find new identities for themselves, leaving behind 15 million disgruntled children. If you ever visit the tiny
Oof.
island nation of Palau, you are required to sign an eco-pledge promising to be a good little boy or girl and not to cram straws directly down a leatherback sea turtle's gullet. Qatar hosted
Oh
the
my
2020
I'm
God.
sorry, what? Okay. I was just gonna make a joke about the country's name of something about plowing, but moving on.
World Cup. It cost the country $220 billion and 6,500 migrant workers' lives. All that to host
Wow.
one of the most boring sports in the world. East Timor, or Timor-Leste, declared independence from Portugal in 1975. It was then invaded by Indonesia 9 days later and sustained a 24-year period of violence and resistance, resulting in the death of over 250,000 people, or a third of the country's
God
population.
damn.
The Caribbean island nation of Grenada was invaded by the U.S. in 1983 to stop Cuban influence and rescue U.S. students who were studying on the island. The Comoros Islands
Makes
off the coast
sense.
of Africa
Yeah.
have experienced over 20 coups since its independence from France
Wow.
in 1975. Speaking of
Damn,
France, you
bro.
can get legally married to a dead person there. The practice of necrogamy was
Sorry,
established in
what?
1903 as a way for women to marry.
Loyalty is wild.
Yeah, I could see some crazy biatches
They're so
taking
this
advantage.
Man loved me. This man loved me so much. He died. I will marry him.
I just see crazy people taking
She don't
advantage
even
of
look
that.
happy, bro, in her picture. Like, come on, at least be happy.
Yeah.
Boyfriends. This allowed the weeping widows to become a beneficiary of their dearly departed's military pension. This way, both husband and wife end up getting the bag. In 2004, the
okay.
Okay.
Jesse Bogdanoff, a Bank of America financial advisor, for mismanaging over $14 million of the king's money on bad investments. Something Wall Street Bets joke. Brazil had a record-breaking 59,000 murders in 2017, with only 8% of them resulting in any legal consequence. Ethiopia is
Wow.
home to the cruelest place on Earth, the Danakil
Damn.
Depression, which is the country's lowest and hottest region. But don't try to cool off in these pools. They are highly acidic water pools rich in salt, sulfur, and iron, so you'll just end up turning into soup. Although Croatia is stunningly
Ooh.
gorgeous and has the worst
Yeah,
waste
let's not go
management
swimming
system
in there.
Europe. Countries in the European Union recycle roughly 40% of their waste on average. Croatia is in the dumps at just 8%. Finland recently changed its Air Force insignia. Now it looks like this, but back when it was founded in 1918, it looked like this. Keep in mind that the swastika is an ancient symbol of
okay.
block
Yeah,
used
makes
across many
sense.
different
Right.
cultures, until some
The
German
swastika
buttholes
used to
turned
be
shoes.
good.
In Arabic, Iraq
Yeah, until
means
Germany
fertile.
ruined it.
Right. Well, it's at a 45-degree
India,
angle, so it's
more
a
people have
different
mobile
symbol.
phones than access to a toilet, so be sure to watch where you step. Since 1389, Armenians have experienced 17 different massacres, with the Armenian genocide of 1915 being the worst, resulting in around 1.2 million deaths. Tour guides in Tajikistan used to scam tourists by charging them for Yeti sighting tours in remote valleys.
Okay.
Hey, if you get that bag, I guess.
Dumb tourist, I could see doing that.
Executed each year. Spooky. Ladies, do your best to avoid Afghanistan.
Yeah,
as it's ranked
stay
as
away
the
from
worst
it.
for Gender equality. While there's no female heroes, 90% of the world's heroin is produced here. Although Zambia is
Yeah,
one of
okay.
Africa's most beautiful landscapes, the city of
Yeah.
Kabwe is one of the world's most polluted cities, stemming from decades of lead mining and smelting. Over 100,000 people
Oof.
have reportedly suffered from lead poisoning around the town. Ghana, another
Yeah,
African
wow.
country,
that's-
more
yeah, that
slavery,
sucks.
but the first to gain independence from colonists. Slaves broke their backs for centuries in Egypt so that we could have the absolute banger that is the Prince of Egypt.
Oh, that wasn't a banger. No, 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 no. Viet fucking
Wait, you
nom.
can bet on camel racing. Oh, that isn't surprising. Well, how about camels controlled
No,
by
yeah.
robots? Yeah, much more interesting now. Isn't
Controlled
it?
by
Let's roll into
robots?
the
Nah,
numbers.
even
Just a state
better.
in
There
the
are
US, the
camel
country of
races
Georgia
that
swapped out
race
the tyrannical
midgets.
maniac Joseph Stalin.
That's kind of
Something that
funny.
not many Georgians are proud of. Meet Chatletics, my Mauritania-locked ultimate Iron Man. Oh, wrong Mauritania. If you speak out against Gambia's corrupt government, you might find yourself kidnapped and thrown in a pit. Talk shit, get the pit. Kiribati is a group of Pacific islands. With a mean elevation of just 6 feet above sea level, it'll probably become one of the first victims of climate change.
Yeah.
Spain is home to a plethora of
Damn, bro.
nice beaches, which sounds
Whoa,
great.
guys, that country is perfect for so many women in this dating market nowadays. It's 6 foot or above sea level. Let's go. It's
Their
perfect for
favorite
them.
number.
Right. It's perfect.
Theory,
Yeah,
until you
get
see the
that
people
6,
actually
6,
go to
and
these nice
6.
beaches. Greenland is the perfect place if you hate neighbors, since it's the least densely populated country in the world with only 5 people per 100 square miles.
That's
Kyrgyzstan is just mountains, so
sparse.
I hope you like mountains. Sadly, there's still no guinea pigs, even in Equatorial Guinea. It's for the best though, because
Damn,
they
bro.
will probably just have to submit to the brutal authoritarian government. The Vatican City
That's
is
true.
the smallest country in the world, even though it's just a city. The Pope lives there.
Damn.
And that's bad enough. Although, it's gotta be said, it would make a pretty sweet GTA map. Iran
sure.
experienced an unprecedented socio-economic surge thanks to the White Revolution in the 1960s and 1970s. Free education, increased healthcare, extreme distribution of wealth to the working class, infrastructure reform, expansion of women's rights, and so much more.
That's
It
cool.
just sucks that all of the religious nuts took over and turned it into the less than ideal place.
Yeah,
it is
there's
today.
that.
Iran
Yeah.
absolutely fumbled
Oof.
the bag on this one. Canada is America's hat, and boy, do they love clubbing seals to death.
Yeah.
Trudeau was home
What
to
the
Augusto
fuck?
Pinochet,
That is a
one of the
thing.
world's
That is a
funniest
tradition.
dictators. He took power in 1973 and kidnapped, tortured, and killed thousands. But since it was in the name of fighting communism, world leaders were just like, Slovenia.
Who
It's
cares?
boring as shit.
Okay.
The Republic of the Congo is not the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In fact, it is 100% less democratic, but has the same amount of Ebola. If you didn't have malaria upon entering Kenya, you probably do now. Laos is considered the most bombed country in the world after the U.S.
Oh
dropped
my
over
God.
Wow.
2 million cluster bombs during the secret war in the 60s and 70s. Over 80 million remain on the ground, still active. South
What
Sudan,
the
it's like
fuck?
Sudan, but with a cowboy hat. Lithuania was once a world superpower until it got top rope elbow dropped by Russia in 1655 and finished off by plague and famine.
Damn, bro.
Now Lithuania just chills. Norway is home to many beautiful animals, like whales. Oh yeah, Norway leads the world in whaling.
Yeah.
San Marino is a tiny country state in Italy. However, there's not a single Olive Garden to be seen. Guess
Aw,
what?
Damn,
darn.
In Argentina.
I want to go
While
to the
in Pakistan,
motherland for the
try not
Olive
to express
Garden.
any non-Muslim religious beliefs, or else you might catch yourself in prison on blasphemy charges. Religious freedom ain't too good there.
Fuck Sharia law. Fuck everything it stands for. Oh wait, I'm in prison
The
now.
people of Belarus are pretty superstitious. For example, don't whistle in someone's house or you'll blow all of their money away. To mark the end of winter,
What the
the
fuck?
people of
Okay.
Poland burn and drown a doll of Marsana, the Slavic goddess of winter and death. The African country of Botswana is 70% desert, 5% elephants, and 25% AIDS. The small African islands of Sao Tome and Principe are major
That's
transit points for
unfortunate.
heroin trafficking. Consisting of mostly desert, only 0.9% of Namibia's land is able to be used for farming, so they have to rely on imports to feed the population. Romania is home to some of Europe's last remaining virgin forests in the Carpathian Mountains. Virgin nerds! Besides exporting crisp, clean water, Fiji used to be known as the Cannibal Islands, with the Fijian chief Ratu Udre holding the record for most humans ever eaten. He is known to have eaten almost 1,000 humans in his lifetime. Algeria is
Damn,
Africa's
bro.
largest country, but only
Wow.
He must
2%
be
of its
super
land
smart.
mass is populated because the rest is just stupid desert.
Or
Yeah,
they're just
so
dumb
a lot of
humans
those
that get
slavery-ridden
trapped.
African countries I mentioned. The UK might have
Nah,
had
he
something to do with
eats
that.
their
I also think this is
intelligence.
food. Bulgaria is the most unhappy country in the European Union according to a 2019 survey, scoring just
Goddamn.
4.8 out of 10 on the happiness scale.
Oh.
Portugal is
Wow.
second at 6.2.
Oof.
Although Germany is mostly blamed for the violence in World War II, don't forget that
Nah, yeah,
Japan has
Japan
committed
did
some
way, 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 way
atrocities.
Chinese people using the 3 alls policy: kill all, burn all, and loot all. But anime is cool, I guess. Albania officially banned all religious practices in 1967 until the fall of communism in 1991. King Leopold II of Belgium absolutely devastated the Congo. He claimed the territory as his own property and worked it to the bone, collapsing its population by half due to starvation and exhaustion. Belgians are not too proud of their late monarch. In Switzerland in the 19th and 20th
Yeah, I
centuries,
wouldn't
over half a
blame
million
him.
poor children were taken from their families and forced into farm labor. These children were called Waisenkinder, or contract children. The Swiss government officially
Ew.
said, oh, my bad, in 2013, so that's nice at least. Myanmar is currently
Oh.
undergoing
That is
a
way too
2013?
soon.
with over 44,000 casualties so far. But since
Bro,
TikTok hasn't told white
they
women to
must
start
be in their,
protesting it yet,
what,
you probably never heard of it.
2030s by
Besides being the
now?
hardest song on Guitar Hero 2,
Yeah,
Jordan is a
like
Middle
it's
Eastern
like
country
2013 is like
currently
way
experiencing
too
one of the worst
close to
droughts in
now for that
history. He
happening.
sent Jordan a soggy envelope of water to show support. So that's every country in the world. Please tell me in the comments how I'm wrong and how your country is great.
I was about to say, like, 99 was only 26 years ago. Fucking
Yeah.
2013, if you're about what? Between, I'm guessing between 12 and 17.
2013 was 17 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, if I'm saying they were children, I'm taking my guesses between maybe about 10 to 17.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, they'd probably be about in their 30s by now, or 20s.
I'm just saying, I think I may have just stay living in the US as it sits currently.
He didn't even go over all the countries. I don't think I saw the US in that video.
No, he did. He just
Oh, he
he just
did?
glossed over it like he did Germany, but like we didn't have
Oh,
the funny artist man.
oh, okay.
But that being said, everybody, thank you for watching. Terrible things from every country by Chat History. That was
Alright, it's
interesting.
mostly covered.
Mostly covered, yes.
Some countries don't need an explanation.
Right, like Germany.
And China.
Yeah. Yeah. But either way, thank you guys for watching. We got links down below. Please come join me live. I live stream. I'll be doing that more often. Thank you for watching. Drop a follow, like. I think there's this new thing with the algorithm where you can hype up the video. Obviously subscribe to. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.